Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. Well, guys, if you are looking to make the keto diet easy, I know that finding the right low-carb snacks for weight loss, for me, it was really the key. So when it comes to the keto diet, weight loss, convenience for me, you know I was going to do it, but convenience I think is really the king, and it's the key to all of this. So if you'll join me today, I'm going to share a little bit more about how I lost personally 140 pounds by trying to make the keto diet easier on myself. So much easier, much more convenient, a lot simpler. Weight loss doesn't have to be so fancy or complicated. Okay, guys, I'm serious. And in fact, I shared some of my strategies. I'll take off my cool crown. But I shared some of my strategies when I was on NBC's Today Show. Here I am with Elle Roker et al. And I really felt like weight loss became a lot easier when I learned to take shortcuts on the keto diet, when I learned to create a lot easier keto recipes, when I learned how to shop for the best low-carb snacks. For me, it made a real big difference. Things sped up and just made sense. So today's plan, I want to explain to you guys why you shouldn't be beating yourself up, why you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. Seriously, it doesn't have to be so perfect. And I'm also going to teach you how to make the keto diet a lot easier, like very specifically, lots of great tips and strategies. And my favorite part of today is we're going to go on a field trip, to a grocery store. Yeah, we're going on a field trip to a grocery store, and I'm going to show you 50 or more easy low-carb snacks for weight loss that you can buy at the grocery store or make at home. How cool is that? So before we continue, I just want to pause a second and ask you guys, what is your favorite go-to low-carb snack? Like right now. Type in the comments. I'm curious. What's your go-to low-carb snack? What can you not live without? I think you should share that because your favorite low-carb snack might be a totally surprise shock to someone else. So you'll really help another person when you share what your favorite low-carb snack is. So let's do that. And type away as I'm getting out my show and tell. Because y'all know I got 3 buckets here. First of all, I want to talk about breakfast and second breakfast, because y'all know I like to eat maybe 2 breakfasts a day. You can call it a low-carb snack, second breakfast. I know, it's funny. But easy low-carb snacks, I don't think they have to be homemade like this one. I did make egg bites when I was on the Today Show, and sometimes I make a ton extra and I put them in the freezer. Super easy, right? Like you can be the worst cook in America and you can totally make these. They're so forgiving. You just throw in any vegetables you want, any leftover meat, bunch of eggs, throw in some cheese of your choice, and just cook it until they're done. Pretty easy. So I encourage you when you're thinking about low-carb snacks not to be so obsessed with being homemade, like from scratch. Sometimes I think the perfect is the enemy of the good. You know what I mean? If you don't feel like making egg bites, why not just grab some hard-boiled eggs? Does it have to be homemade to be an easy low-carb snack, or can it be something a lot simpler? What do you guys think? I mean, personally, I see a lot of dangers in that all or nothing thinking with the keto diet for weight loss. A lot of people get really stressed and they think, oh, I have to do perfect. I have to do everything perfect. I have to make everything from scratch. I have to cook. I have to meal plan and get my Pinterest board and my little mason jars. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. When you get so crazy and so obsessed with being perfect, it's my experience, watching a lot of people go through the keto diet, they end up stressed out. They end up giving up. They end up hangry. They let themselves down. And then the next thing you know, they're at a drive-thru. Now, that's fine if you're getting some keto foods, right? Some keto snacks while you're at the drive-thru. But a lot of people will just be like, screw it. Give me some French fries and a Neapolitan shake and a, triple quarter, whatever. That can happen. And it's hard. I mean, it's hard that all or nothing mentality is really sold to us in the media. We're told we have to be perfect on the keto diet in order to lose weight and have weight loss, but it's not true. I mean, think about it. There's a lot of ways that you can cut corners and maybe, just do a little bit things more convenient for yourself versus making it so complicated. So let me give you some examples. Like, for example, I talk all the time about my favorite morning snack, keto snack. I love to have Fage yogurt, the 5%, and it's low in carbs. But you know what? When I buy these giant tubs, it's a little bit of work. Like, this is how lazy I am, people. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to open it. I got to get a bowl. I got to spoon it. I got to get I put vanilla and Splenda, and then I mix it, and then I got to get my toppings. Okay, that's how lazy I am. If buying, these cutesy little containers that are ready to go can make your keto snacks, your low carb snacks easier and more convenient, and therefore you're more compliant, then it's worth the $1.25, okay? Or whatever it is. Think about that. There's a lot of ways that you can be perfect and a lot of ways you can just get her done. For example, yes, you could make some homemade tuna salad. You could get some sliced, vegetables and dip it in there and it'd be all beautiful. And you could put it in a shrimp with some shrimp and then maybe in an avocado boat. Yes, you can. Or you can buy like a little shortcut, convenient, low carb snack like tuna in a pouch and just eat it with a fork. That counts too. It doesn't have to be so fancy. Like, I really encourage you to think about all the things right now where you're like, okay, I must grate my own cheese because that will save me, 1 carb per 1/4 cup serving because, when they shred it, they put potato starch in there. Girl, you don't have time for that. If you're looking to lose weight and keep it off, weight loss in the keto diet is a lot easier when you buy prepackaged shredded cheese or just buy little cheese already in a little package. It's a lot easier. And I think it'll make you more likely to be successful at losing weight. That's just been my experience personally. And I don't think it has to be all like processed foods and negative type stuff. Sometimes thinking about these portion controlled like snack type foods, low carb keto snack foods, it doesn't have to be just about the food. It could be about the size and the packaging. Like, for example, I have a lot of trouble keeping nuts like this around the house. Do you? Am I the only one? Don't leave me hanging. But for me to have a low carb snack and I want to reach for nuts, I will be like eating the whole thing. See how much is gone already? It's dangerous for me. So instead, when I'm looking for a low carb snack, I try to find more individually packaged type convenient foods like this, the keto snacks that are already in a smaller container. That way I don't go crazy and go overboard. For me, it's worth having, maybe spending a little tiny bit more on the packaging. I'm sure these cost a little tiny bit more than the bulk nuts, for example. But for me, that I want to be successful. I want weight loss. I want to keep my weight off for good. And I want the keto diet to work for me forever. So I have to learn out some of these tricks. I know a lot of you have read my cookbooks and you love making keto snacks. I have homemade keto snacks, real fancy and fun, simple, easy, budget. You have the 5-ingredient keto snacks. You've got the no time to cook, where they're all in 30 minutes or less. You've got the dirt cheap, where they're all $10 or less per recipe. And then, of course, the original cookbook. So I do believe in making things from scratch or fixing things from scratch. But I also see a time and a place where maybe you don't want to cook anything, and that's okay too. I think setting the bar low, like maybe telling yourself, I'll cook once a week, or I'll make 1 homemade keto snack a week, and the rest I might buy a convenience. Hey, if that's where you're at, and that's going to be what it takes to help you with weight loss on the keto diet, then that's what you should do. Do you agree or disagree? Tell me in the comments if I'm off base. Tell me in the comments, give me a thumbs up if you think we're on the right track here, or, maybe share a different opinion in the comments if you'd like. But I'd like to hear your thoughts so far, because I'm not the only one out here. I know you guys have lost a ton of weight on Dirty Lazy Keto and the keto diet in general. So I'd like to hear what you think. But first and foremost, I really think that in order to make it easy,
that was easy.
There we go. I was like dramatic unpause. In order to make it super easy, we want to take some shortcuts. So I was at the store yesterday. I was at Costco. Love Costco. And I was looking around to see, Do I need anything? What do they have available? What's the low carb snacks that I could invest in? And I was thinking about our video today, and I thought, you know, we have to spend money on things that are important to us. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you need to keep your low carb snacks at the very top of your shopping list and put some money where your mouth is, that's okay. So here I was shopping at Costco, thinking about our topic today, and this jumped out at me. Oh my goodness, I saw the tabletop ice maker. I almost started to cry. I wanted to give it a kiss. My ice maker has been broken for a long time, and I love to make keto smoothies and other delicious things in my blender, and I have not had ice, or I run out, and then I'm hangry and angry. And I'm like, you know what? I deserve to invest in myself. My family needs ice. So I put my money where my mouth was, and I bought this delicious, convenient ice maker for me. Now, putting your money where the mouth is doesn't have to be like a large, you know, expensive item like that, because it was a little pricey. But for a lot of folks, it can be just simply, you know, getting Ziploc bags. I know a lot of people hate them. I get hate mail over my recommendations. You can buy reusable Ziploc bags, people. You could do that too. But whatever it takes, I really like the snack size because it helps me monitor my portion control, which I think is important with our low carb snack options. We don't want to get too buck wild. Of course, you don't need any kind of Ziploc bag at all if you have a really great food storage system. Okay, and obviously you're going to find what works for you. Do you have a recommendation? So I've seen people, you know, where they have the tackle box and the bento box. Me, I just use plain old Tupperware. Every Black Friday, I buy a set, and then I throw it away the new Black Friday because they get gross. That's how classy I am. But I bet you have a better suggestion. I think it's important to invest in a really great water bottle. I know how cute. Did anyone win this from our last go around? It's important to have some kind of a nice water bottle, not just a yucky one. It's good for the environment, and you're spending money on yourself. You're prioritizing your health, and it keeps your low carb snacking fresh. It's okay to give yourself a little treat. My kids love the Hydro Flask or all that kind of technology. They have the off-brand, but it really makes a big difference. So spend a little money on yourself. I think you're worth it. It's important to think about, you know, food storage. A lot of you are probably challenged by travel, maybe, work, taking keto snacks to go. Am I lying? I mean, you tell me what challenges are happening for you right now. For me, I work out of my car and I do a lot of driving. So I have this mega lunch pail. Do you see how large it is? It's ridiculous. You could put a small child in here. I don't do the little tiny snacks. I mean, I'm working all day and I need food. So instead of making it complicated for yourself, like I'm driving, is this going to work for me? A cucumber? No, it's not. But if I were to use one of my fancy food storage containers and chop up my celery ahead of time or chop up my cucumbers, this is my favorite cucumber salad I'm always talking about, which someone yelled at me about, by the way. She was like, this isn't the diet for me. I can't eat 2 cucumbers a day. Girl, you don't have to. You can eat whatever you want. This was just my little show and tell. She won't say that again, will she? But seriously, find a food storage container system that works for you. That way you can take your keto snacks, your low carb snacks to go. It's more convenient. In my little lunch pail, I keep some things. You know, obviously I'm going to have some good ice packs. That's important. I keep a lot of silverware in my car, and I wash them, so don't get all angry at me. I wash my plastic silverware. And whenever I go to a restaurant or a takeout and they give me extra, I keep it in my car and my extra chopsticks. And that way I'm prepared, right? And I have napkins, I have a roll of paper towels. I know you're laughing right now. You know, I have lots of gum in my car. I keep, you know, just a handful of emergency low carb protein bars, other kind of keto snacks like this in my lunch pail. And I even have a full-size salt shaker. Isn't that funny? Does anyone else have that, or am I the only one? I like salt in my eggs. I like salt on my avocado. I like salt on my celery. Don't want to do it ahead of time because then it gets all mushy and wet. So yeah, bring a salt shaker in your car or at your desk at work. doesn't have to be in the car. It could be wherever you are. Maybe you need to invest in a little mini fridge at your office. There's nothing wrong with that. They're very inexpensive, especially with, all the college kids and back to school. A lot of sales going on. So even check Craigslist. You might be able to get one at a big discount. So hopefully that kind of got you some of the ideas going here. Now, I bet some of you shared in the comments some of your favorite low-carb snacks. Did you already share? Because I'd like to learn and get some ideas from you. Did anyone share pork skins? Maybe. That one's a real popular one. But here's the thing. I want to share with you guys, just as a tip from my experience with the weight loss, losing 140 pounds, the keto snacks, the low-carb snacks that really helped me in the long run, they weren't just the processed food. So if you're taking a look at, let's say, an option between, okay, you're hungry, you're hangry, you're thinking about, should I have pork skins or should I have some celery? What are you going to choose? Come on, be honest. I know one is more tempting than the other. You know what I'm trying to say here? Like a convenience food, like a snack processed food versus like a real food or a real healthy type food. Now, I realize that one is a lot more enticing than the other, but I do want to really encourage you, from my experience, you want the weight loss out of this, right? You're just not looking for a quick fix. If you want to be successful in the keto diet, you want to have that success with your weight loss, start when you're doing your snacking, start with the healthier low-carb snacks. Doesn't have to be all of them, but just pick one that you kind of like to begin with, okay? So for example, this is not that convenient, right? But wouldn't you argue that pre-cut in a Ziploc or a container, wouldn't you agree that the cut up celery, cut up raw vegetables would be a lot more enticing, especially if you don't have another choice? That is my best trick for you. I force myself, I'm like, hey, this is what I got. This is it. It's in my little lunch pail. I don't have any other, I gotta eat it. If you're hungry and you're hangry and this is what you got, you're probably gonna eat it. It's a little trick. Start with the vegetable, the low carb snacks that you do like, the healthy ones, and work from there. You don't have to like celery, okay? Don't get all hangry and angry yelling at me about cucumbers. Pick one that you like. If you like zucchini, start there. If you like, I don't know, asparagus, start that. If you like broccoli, start there. Find something you like and just try that. I like to make it a little bit of a game. And I think that's totally fine. Where I tell myself, okay, I can have my celery with maybe a little dip or something. And then when that's done, then I reward myself. I know, horrible. But I'll tell myself after that, then I can have the other quote unquote convenient snack like pepperoni or salami or, whatever it is that the more enticing of the two. But I'll make it a little game, like first that, then if I still want it, then have it. That way it's not like a no. It's more of a just not right now. And I mentioned it's okay, I think, to use a little bit of training wheels, especially when it comes to fat. Make your healthy food taste better. Like, for example, if you are wanting a little peanut butter with your celery, do you think this would be the most convenient option? No, it's not. Can you imagine being at work or, on a vacation, on a plane, in a car, I don't know, on your lunch break, you're walking around with this giant tub of peanut butter? That's embarrassing. First of all, I would eat the whole thing because you all know that that's just too yummy. But if I have, little individually portioned 2 tablespoon serving of peanut butter, I'm going to do a lot better. And obviously you could get these in different flavors. You could get the natural kind, the nut butter. All that stuff is good as long as it's portion control. That'll make it a lot easier, more tolerable to enjoy some of those healthier foods. Same thing when it goes to like a dip, like ranch dressing. This is great for your low carb snacks, but is this convenient? It is not. It's in a big bottle and it's 1 gram of carbs for 2 tablespoons. So why not just get some pre-portioned salad dressing to put in your lunch pail or in your to-go area? See how that's a lot more convenient? You're much more likely to have that. And again, think about how the benefits of setting up these low-carb snacks can really help you with portion control. Having a whole bag of cheese whips at your side versus a teeny tiny bag of an actual 1 serving, Do you see how the serving size and the packaging of the low carb snacks can also help you with weight loss? Do you see that? Because y'all know I would eat this whole thing. Oh my gosh. Anyone else? They're so addictive. They're really hard for me just to have around in general. But think about what low carb snack challenges you're having right now. Think about the ones you need help with. Put it in the comments because I bet someone in our group will have an answer for you or a suggestion. So type it in there. Say what's going on with you. I want you guys to be successful, and that's why I share all my embarrassing stories and all my tips, because I want you to have the keto diet be made easier. I want your weight loss to be simple. I don't want it to be stressful. I want it to work for you, that you're like, this is amazing. I'm doing great. I want you to feel positive and happy when you're picking out those easy, low carb snacks and you're creating routines to support that. So what I think makes this lifestyle so doable is when I do a lot of routines. This is probably my most valuable tip. Like, for example, I'm holding out my grocery bag here. For me, picking out my easy low carb snacks, I have to do it often. So I have to go to the grocery store on a regular basis. I don't just go once and then not again for a month. I'm there all the time. So I'm probably there, I'm holding up my calendar. I'd say I go to the grocery store maybe 2 times a week on average, maybe a third if there's like an extra grocery store I want to go to, like Costco or Big Save or Big Lots, or I do a lot of thrift type shopping, grocery outlet, in addition to the normal grocery store like Walmart Supercenter or Walmart grocery store, Walmart neighborhood market, Safeway, Vons, Albertsons. So I kind of mix it up. But you'll see me at the grocery store at least a couple times a week, and I do it on a regular basis. That way I can count on the fact that I'm going to go and get the food that I need. So if you had your eye on this cute red tote bag for grocery shopping, let me know in the comments. I'll pick out a couple of people at random for a prize. So let me know if this is so cute and you would love to use it. And it would help inspire you, because that's what I want for you. And you know what? We got to just figure this out, right? So not just grocery shopping, I think that helps me, but keeping my car organized. Here's my car keys. I put a lot of effort into what's in my car, and when I'm traveling, in my suitcases, at work, at my desk, and when I'm at home too. I want to organize my kitchen, my refrigerator, my pantry. I want to organize all of those low carb snacks to make weight loss easier. I want the keto diet to be simple for me. So I put a lot of my quote unquote keto snacks, low carb snacks at eye level in the fridge. I like to use clear containers so you can see what's in there, right? See what's in there is key, so you don't get distracted by cheese wisps. There's the celery, or whatever healthy type food you're convincing yourself that you're wanting to have today. Do you see how that kind of helps? It can be fun, right? It doesn't have to be so crazy. Even if it's your purse. Here's my giant pink purse. I've joked around in a lot of the Dirty Lazy Keto books that if you're in an elevator with me, I'm going to be your best friend. Because literally I will have, my sugar-free gum. I'll have some nuts. I'll have sugar-free candy. Sometimes I'll have emergency peanut butter and nut butter pouches. I'll have my low-carb granola bars that are all smushed and flat and like 4 years old because they've been in there so long. Sometimes I'll have sugar-free hard candy. I always have a water. But you know what? I'm prepared. And that's why I'm successful with my weight loss. That's what's one of the reasons I think has helped me, maintain my weight loss. Look, 140 pounds, that did not come off instantaneously. I made a lot of great choices, one after the next, consistent with my low carb snacks, my keto snacks. I put my health first, and I made sure to have what I needed in order to be successful. So I know I kind of was going off a little bit, you think, but I was going off a little bit on more about the routines and the behaviors that I think can help the keto diet be more convenient. And I do have a full video about that, about convenience and making it easy and habits that I recommend. And I'll share that link to that video at the end of this. I know, right? I'm like so excited. Can't stop talking. Can't stop talking. Well, as promised today, I shared we were going to be going on a field trip. Do you remember? We're going to actually leave my little studio and we're going to virtually go into a pre-recorded field trip. We're going to travel to Costco and my local grocery store because I want to show you 50 easy low-carb snacks for weight loss on the keto diet. Okay, so give me a second while I toggle over. And hopefully this all works. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Simple grab and go snack. Looks like salami and cheese. Comes in a 8-pack. Deluxe chicken Caesar salads ready to go. 4 in a package. Here at Costco. Delicious. Holy guacamole. This is a 3-pack. Ready to go. Eat out of the box. Can this get any easier? Oh my gosh, the eggs are already peeled. How simple is that? No time to cook. How about one of these egg bites? They're already made for you. Look at that. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. And they come in different flavors. No time to cook? No problem. Chicken skewers just need eating up. So easy. Eat them right off the stick. Need to say more? Fries. That's amazing. Oh, and there's some ribs here too. Delicious seafood. Eat it right out of the package. Shrimp ceviche is another option. Right. Feeding a bigger group, buy a larger put together salad and skip the beans. You're good to go. What about chicken breast bites? Already in the package. Easy to put in your lunch. Eat the carbs. And they taste pretty good. Don't forget about lunch meat. Easy thing to put in your purse or your cooler and take on the road. Yummy. Baby bell cheese. Simple and easy to travel. Tuna fish straight from the can. So simple, travels really well. Or canned chicken. An acquired taste, but still works. Affordable and low in net carbs. And this flavor is my favorite. Smoked sausages on the go. Steak strips. Turkey jerky. Variety pack. Beef pepperoni. Low carb nuts are an easy way to go. Very healthy. So many great to go salads. Here's a favorite. The chef salad. Always a good one. Or of course, a Cobb or a Caesar. Celery with peanut butter. How cute. Or just plain celery, already pre-cut, ready to go. Blueberries, already washed, ready for lunch. Cute, right? Easy to go lunch. It's got some good snacks. Yummy. So simple. A personal vegetable tray with dip. Easy. How about this little bistro pack with pepperoni and cheese and looks like almonds. Or the flavored soda. Turkey pepperoni, little pepperoni pouches, good healthy snack to go. I am not lying. Look, green beans to go. Come on. Olive snack bites. Cool, right? Different flavors too. More olives in a cup. Sliced and whole. A lot of choices. Little almond butter pouches. Premier protein drinks. Pretty good, especially if you're in a rush. Get the individually sized yogurts, much easier for travel. Sugar-free Jello. Hello. Cottage cheese to go. Little containers. String cheese, easy to travel. Any kind of cheese, really. Pre-roasted chicken from the deli area of your grocery store. antipasta, like olives, feta, maybe mushrooms. All these things are packed in oil, ready to eat. Delicious. Garlic, stuffed olives. Yummy. Head over to the deli for meat spears or pre-cooked meat. Your best bet. Don't forget about all those packaged salads. So many great options. Choose something that does not have candied nuts. Throw away the croutons. Pull out any kind of beans. You're good to go. Yummy. My favorite, sugar-free gum. Thanks for watching Dirty Lazy Keto by Stephanie Laska on YouTube. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Would you like me to notify you when a new video drops? Just sign in at my website, dirtylazyketo.com, where over 1 million people have visited. You can also follow me on social at Dirty Lazy Keto. Let me help you achieve your keto weight loss results. I'm here to help you, my friends. You can do this.